Testing?
No.
Oh, what is it?
She starts the
She's
podcast.
about to hit record.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Go ahead.
Thank you for tuning back with Two Passing Time. I am your host, Maddie.
I'm Rose.
And we're with...
Happy.
And we're happy to be back with...
King G.
So today's little story is going to be something different, a little interesting little episode for sure. If you really like the first episode, you are about to get your socks kicked off your feet. Okay? Like, you about to hysterically cry with laughters. You're about to question your whole existence in a couple of seconds. You're about to question yourself, is what I'm hearing right? Am I crazy? Am I delusional? Or have I been totally been blind? So today's topic, we are going to talk about voodoo, witchcraft, black magic. We are going to talk about all of that. And then we're going to end it with something cheerful that we all love if we have time. I have no idea where this topic is going to go. Like we say, we're unscripted, unfiltered. So it can be a little crazy like the last podcast with him.
It's perfectly fine.
Or I am excited to see where this episode goes, where this conversation leads. But before we even jump into a conversation straight up, we're just going to talk about what is voodoo, right? Everybody's wondering, is it the same with what American is? Or like, do we have a different understanding and different meaning in an African term? So before, we're going to ask for G definition of voodoo. And so, what is voodoo to you?
Voodoo? So, speaking of voodoo, I was actually...
Oh.
That's not a punchline to be funny. But I was watching this documentary on YouTube where in some African countries, like voodoo is actually like being practiced. They appreciate it. It's like they're praying to gods or whatever. So they have like chickens and they'll be cutting their throat, offering to the gods. And they believe that gives them special power or something like that. And there was this video where, you can actually search it up on YouTube, where this guy was buried alive, covered in dirt, burned the hole he was in, and then he came out somewhere else. I don't know how he survived. I swear to God, I'm not making this up. It's what I saw.
I'm a pepper come. Continue.
For real. So yeah. So in some, all in all, in some African country, voodoo is appreciated. Is practiced everywhere, especially in West Africa. They believe they give them special power. They believe the gods are protecting them and stuff like that. So they gotta praise them for like rain, food to grow, all that other type of stuff. So voodoo is good and bad, depending on how you look at it.
Happy, what is your definition of voodoo?
It's a satanic practice.
That is a totally different definition than we just got from Justin.
G.
Rose, what is your definition of voodoo?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with happy. It's a satanic practice that is different, very terrifying. I would not recommend unless you got a strong heart or something like that. I think, and then I also feel like voodoo is the same thing as, could be in the lines of Illuminati. For me, I feel like it's kind of like in the lines of Illuminati. Yeah,
because you're doing sacrifices and stuff.
Wow, so totally different. My definition of voodoo is kind of aligned with the girls. I'm sorry, G. I don't see any.
I didn't say it was good. That's not what I said. I said some people. Yeah, I gotta listen to what I gotta say. Some people think it's good. Some people, depending on where you know how you look at it. Yeah. Not me. No, that's devil right there. That's not me.
I said, what is your definition of voodoo?
Oh, no. That's devil right there. Nah, I'm not touching that nonsense. No.
So what is your definition of voodoo?
What you mean? It's evil. You shouldn't be practicing that stuff. No, I'm a Christian. No.
Nah, you're a Christian that
I believe in God.
Oh, that go to church Saturday or Sunday?
Saturday.
Oh.
You're a Christian that appreciate the art of voodoo.
I understand it. I don't agree with it. I understand.
How you understand it?
Because some people practice it.
Yeah, but like how?
There's gotta be but for me, the way I think is there's gotta be a reason. Like, why would you want to be a part of that thing? There's gotta be a reason. You don't just do it for the sake of doing it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I mean, I will have to say my definition of voodoo is very satanic. It's the same category as witchcraft.
It is.
It's in the same category of trying to reach a higher being that is not our Lord and Savior. And I'm okay if that's what you're into. That's on you, boo boo. But like,
Don't bring it around here.
so we are just going to talk about voodoo. Justin, you mentioned you saw a documentary. Can you tell us a little more about that documentary?
Like I said, it was a documentary where this guy was trying to persuade people that voodoo is not a bad thing because there's a stigma around it. It is bad. So
being in America, voodoo is very worship. People,
It's a casual thing.
It's like being in America, our eyes have become so blind to everything that America made everything that was wrong and the thing that God was like, that's wrong in my eyes, that is sinful, something that is glorified. People are openly, what do you call it?
They make it a belief.
yeah.
They make it.
And then America has came to accept sin as a thing that is okay.
Oh yeah.
And a thing with the voodoo is it's a art, right? It's something people appreciate because it brings them, they can feel the spirits or something's moving. It's the same thing with the Ouija board. Is it Ouija board?
Ouija board.
Yeah, for example, it's like if you knew that Ouija board has a a dark matter with it and you call it a dark spirit, why mess with it? This, for me, that is what I think of voodoo. It's like people have accepted it and forgot like the consequences that it brings. Like I understand people say voodoo's not bad or people are trying to convince you, but you have to open your eyes spiritually. It's like, how is that affecting me? It's like we have to take in consideration the things that we are watching as well, right? For example, how did you feel after watching that documentary? And I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No. Yeah, I said it couldn't be me. I'm too scared. That's crazy. Like this guy, there's this guy who literally his job is to get possessed by the devil. So he'll get possessed, and then he wouldn't remember what happened. If you tell me what happened, he wouldn't know. I was like, nah, fam.
He cool with it.
Huh?
He cool with it.
Yeah, I guess. Remember, that's their religion. So they believe in it. You know what I'm saying?
If it's their religion,
you should watch it. It's crazy.
I'm not watching it. I'm sorry.
I'm good.
Even if it's their religion, us Christian who were saved, us Christian that knows the right and wrong.
Are we saved?
I'm saved.
Don't say we. Say, am I saved? I don't like pinpointing things that say,
Yeah.
am I saved?
Okay.
Repeat it again so that people can hear.
Are we saved? People
Are
at home,
you
are we
saved?
saved? Do you believe we are saved?
I am saved, and I do believe I am saved. I only speak for myself. I do believe Jesus died for that cross so I can be saved, so I can see him, so I can go to heaven. Hell was not meant for me.
It was not. I can't stand the heat.
How do you know? But how do you know we're not in hell right now?
I do believe this
we're
is second.
experiencing a taste. We're getting a little taste of it.
I mean, I feel like we are almost there if we're speaking spiritually, because that's what this podcast mostly is, because we are looking into the spiritual realm. When we bought this topic, we are not longer thinking about humanly. Yes, we think about that, but also thinking in spiritual realm as well, because voodoo does affect you spiritually.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
It's like when you voodoo somebody, it's wishing bad towards somebody. I mean, voodoo has a bad connotation, because the only time you ever hear voodoo is when you did something bad to someone and they're like, I'm going to witchcraft you, I'm going to voodoo you so that I can get my revenge in a way that you're not going to expect who it's coming from. Voodoo was meant to hide the bad, and it's like even if you were doing voodoo at a good belief, you gotta know that it's gonna come back somehow. It's like asking a favor from Satan, right?
Did you guys know about the Balenciaga thing?
That they were using child.
Yeah.
They were using what?
They were using child to
Promote.
Yes, to promote, and then they were using child. What is this?
Bondage or whatever. It's like those sexual toys, and they're putting on teddy bears and trying to promote it. And then I guess the media, people find out, and they started like pushing back on it. But if they didn't push back, it would have been crazy. Like people would find that stuff.
Let's talk about social media as Christians, I would like to say that we are Christians here. I would like to say we all believers.
Yes.
Why are you agreeing so hard?
What do you mean? I am a Christian. God died for me too. What you talking about?
God didn't die. Jesus did.
died.
Well, it said Jesus and God are the same.
Yeah, but you ain't never heard that God died for our sins. It's always Jesus.
Yeah, him and God are
I'm
one.
just saying. Anyway, he agreeing so hard. Like, yes.
Yeah, he died for me for sure. I'm saved.
Amen. It all started by believing it, and then you accept it, and you are saved. So, like I was saying, I would like to say we are very spiritual on this table, right? So, if we are looking through the spiritual lens into the media, where do you, and if we're looking through the spiritual lens into the world, where do you think we are?
Yeah, we're in the last days, yo. Pretty soon, we're in the last days because it's been flipped. The good is bad and the bad is good. You know what I'm saying? If you talk positive in the media, like you watch Disney, now they're promoting, the...
Maleficent. Let's talk about that.
The gender...
Maleficent.
Maleficent? The movie by, the Angelina Jolie play in? With the horns?
Like... They make it seem like it's something to be praised. They make it normal. But if you put a positive message out, you're never going to hear it.
Yeah.
Because they don't sell. Controversial doesn't sell. You know what I'm saying?
And another thing I want to bring up is how, like, no hate. If you out there and you're, like, if you are this, if you are in the gay community, we're not hating. This is just our...
I am.
This is just our beliefs, like you might not agree with it, just like how we might agree with it. That doesn't mean you just dismiss us as a whole. Like, you listen to everybody's opinion. Everybody is entitled to their own opinion. But like the fact that they're trying to push like the what is it? Kids changing their gender, kids like at school, where thank God it's not happening here. Like, I don't know if it's happening here, but like at our schools, it's not, at the kids' schools, it's not happening where they're saying.
Let me cut you off real quick. I got a little sister named Lacey. Yeah, her told me that there's nothing wrong with being with the same
gender.
Right?
What you do?
And she said the teacher told me this. I'm like, what does the teacher know? This is what we're learning. So for me, I'm thinking what they're teaching in school is crazy. Like they have this sex education class where they saying that man or woman. She's
Lacey's not that old.
8 or 7.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's insane.
Oh my God.
So I like from a deeper level, it's like they are grooming these kids through the school system.
Yeah.
That's why I say like the more like people think things are not going to get better as we go forward because things are just getting weird. The school system is changing. They're teaching kids to they're born with more than one gender. Identify as a TV, so call me a TV. Like, bruv, come on. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, come on. So you want me to fool myself? Don't believe my own eyes and call you how you feel. It's like, yo, what the hell is going on? And people get offended by it. The whites. You know what I'm saying? Yes.
Yo.
It's not just them.
It's not just them.
The Americans. You know what I'm saying? No disrespect to my African American brothers. You know what I'm saying? I'm African. I'm not African American. You know what I'm saying? Big difference. But what they're pushing, it's not, I mean, if nobody says anything, don't be surprised your kid one day come, yo, Dad, me and my boyfriend, and the dad can't say anything because it's gonna be law. They're gonna push into law because, like, if you discriminate against that kid, you might go to jail or there's some sort of repercussion might happen. Because that's how, I mean, I don't know, bro. It's the more I think about it, it pisses me off.
And it's like,
I shouldn't be pissed off, but it's just like it's just not right. I wasn't brought up like that. In Africa, they'll hang you.
Yo,
You know what I'm saying?
You
They're
see,
gonna
you
hang
see, you see that interview of that Ugandan guy?
What?
Are you gay? Why are you gay? Who told you I'm gay? You are gay.
Or a transgender.
But no, like I was saying, yeah, like I see in some states they're like they're pushing where it's like, what is it? I guess transgender can use, like, they have bathrooms where like anybody can go. So imagine your little sibling. I can see Hope and Allie. They go to school or whatever, and they gotta use the same bathroom as a as a guy. I can already see them when they coming back home. Coming back home to tell us about it, which is just like, that is so weird.
Yeah.
That they're too young. They are too young to be pushed to, like, changing their gender.
Like the Dwayne Wade kid.
Oh
You know
yeah.
Wade?
I seen it where
So he legally changed his
yeah.
son to a daughter. From, what's it, Zaya to Zaira? I'm like, huh? Wear makeup, taking like hormones things and stuff like that. I believe, it might be a conspiracy theory, I don't trust these American doctors. Whatever they injecting these kids, it makes them their hormone imbalanced. They might feel some type of way. You know what I'm saying? This is, I have no proof, but it's coming from somewhere.
But then
You know what I'm
another
saying?
thing is, like, I also seen like a while ago where I seen, like, on birth certificates they were trying to change it so you can choose that non-binary or whatever.
There's like 200 genders.
There is?
Yeah, that's why it's LGBTQ plus.
God. Lesbian, bisexuals,
Actually, it's a AA in the LGBTQ.
queers.
IA, yeah, it's no
Intersexuals.
longer LGBTQ plus. There's actually more letters after.
You know what's crazy? I used to look at the rainbow.
when?
It used to be beautiful colors.
Non curire.
When I used to look at the rainbow, I would think about Noah's flood. But now, I'd be like, get that
They
away
have
from me.
hijacked it, right? Took the rainbow from us. Now anybody that wear rainbow, they think you're a part of the alphabet community. No.
You said the alphabet.
The alphabet community. Yes. You gotta call them that. It's the alphabet, yo. And they're coming. Listen, they have more rights than anybody. If you criticize them at your job, you're gonna get fired.
Let's criticize them for being black. Imagine being criticized for being black. Do you think they have more right than being black?
No.
I don't really get the race thing. I don't know.
But shout out to Chick-fil-A, because they don't take none of y'all crap.
Really?
You know, Chick-fil-A was like, no.
Oh.
No
Yeah.
gays.
try to cancel Chick-fil-A.
They try to cancel Chick-fil-A was like, heck nah.
They're making too much money. You ain't gonna cancel that.
Chick-fil-A was like, our purpose was to serve God.
Yeah, they
To
close on
stand-
Sundays.
Yeah.
Respect Chick-fil-A,
So we got a little off topic.
even though they're closing on the wrong day.
I mean, I just wish that people would respect, like, the Christianity part. They don't. You try to say something, everybody jumps on you. You try to say, "Oh, being gay is a sin," or this and that. They would jump on you. Like, dang.
Have y'all seen the queer Bible?
No, I haven't. Where?
It's come this far.
Yeah, there's a queer Bible.
So God is a queer.
It's a Bible
Wait,
meant
what?
to include the LGBTQ community.
And the Christians are allowed in this? They're not
Christ-
believers. If you're a Christian and you believe in this nonsense, you're not a believer. God is not with you.
The church,
They have
at one point people wanted to include gay marriage, the people that were on top of them basically, but they left. I think it was the Presbyterian church. I think they left that. A lot of people did not agree with it. They left that.
they're separated.
Yeah, because they were like,
That's why they sold one of the buildings to be able to afford that separation.
yes, they sold one of the buildings
It's
to.
like, it was like a multi-million deal to even leave that church. They was like, okay, we are willing to sell one of the campus, and then in a couple years, if we have the funds, we'll repurchase that campus from you. But after the years, the contract said they were not there financially, so there was like, we'll just rent from you guys. So that is where one of the building they own and the other building they're currently renting, because when they left that dimension, they had to pay a lot of money, give a lot of money back to them.
Denomination.
Same thing.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
They want the gays in the church.
I mean, go ahead and do you believe what you want to believe.
No. You've been too
But
nice.
this is my belief, and I feel like it should be respected as well. You should not try to force something on me, just like I'm not trying to force anything on you. I'm just letting you know.
I mean, also, like, the church is where the sick, the people that are burdened, the people who are lost come to be found.
Right.
So it's like, we're not asking you stay out of churches. We're not asking you any of that. That's not what they say, right? They're saying come as you are, you know?
But come as you are, but
Don't be gay.
no,
Don't
not-
push it on other people. Cause one thing, like, I seen, I can't stand gay people. Let me be honest, guys. Cause like they will come to you and they will you know, try to, like, I don't know, like, they don't try to hide it. Cause like, honestly, if I was me and I knew I came to church and I was gay, I would not show it. They will hide it, and then like if you say something, I mean, they won't try to hide it. And then like if you say something, like you showing me who you are, they will blow up, and they're like, oh, so now you don't want to this and this and this, and they will come for everybody in your household. I'm saying they'll come for everybody in that church.
I mean, I just feel like Jesus called us to come to him, but he didn't say stay as you are. He wants us to be like him, to try and be like him.
I agree, because in the Bible, multiple times, God said, your body is to glorify me.
Amen.
Your body is my temple. And I feel like people have gotten lost since we are towards the end of the times, where people are more like, I'm going to do what glorifies me.
What my body wants.
Yes. And then last week in church, pastor was preaching.
I felt so good Sunday.
Last week when I was here,
Yes, last week when Pastor Innocent was preaching, he was just like, your first enemy is your body. And I was like, wow,
love
I
that
always
teaching.
thought your first enemy
Was
is Satan. But I was like, now it makes sense, because guess what? Your desires come before Satan. I was like, when you want something, for example, if we say Justin's hair, right?
I cannot.
For example, if we say
I'm a
Justin,
guess.
remember, we're unfiltered. Like you said, we're here to have an honest conversation,
All right, go ahead.
right? So
My hair's fine,
you
but okay.
mentioned in the last podcast that we had you over, is when you went to church, you felt like people were judging you for your hair, right?
The pastors, the parents, yes.
So if you felt judged, did you continue to go back?
I did not go.
Okay, so that's where we come in the problem where the queer are not feeling accepted in church. They're not feeling accepted in society, because guess what? They came to church for a purpose.
What purpose?
That maybe it was God calling them to be healed, or to come make amends. Because like for not,
If you're gonna come make amends, you can't be a queer.
I cannot.
You know what I'm saying?
you come as you are first,
But they're not
and
that.
then in God. And God will be the one that will change you, because, for example, if you kept coming, you yourself would judged yourself, right? It's
course,
something
yeah.
that comes within your heart, that's come within you. That desire to have something, that desire to change will come from you. No matter how much the pastor's going to preach, no matter how many therapies you go, no matter what, it's that desire from yourself.
Of course, yeah.
That desire, you want to change your body to glorify God. You know, it's not something like, I can tell you 1,000 times what you have on is wrong. What you believe in is wrong. But again, at the end of the day, it's you yourself that make that decision. It's your desire, because even if you change without wanting it, without having that desire
You're
to
going
change,
back.
for example, if a person were to make you upset, you will remember the reason, you will forget the reason that brought you to church, and you will use people as an excuse to go back to the things that you came from, that God delivered you from. You know, so then again, you back in that instance where you are fighting God, where you are hiding from God.
Yeah.
And then
You
so
can't hide from him.
people think
Ain't
they
that
can.
crazy?
People think they can. There's a song. It goes, he got the whole world in his hand, right? So like when I think of that song, I'm thinking God is watching a big flat screen, It's like he's watching you as you sleep. He's watching you as you're outside playing. He's watching you do everything. He's even watching you shower. Crazy as it sound.
I know, it be getting to
And we're like, okay. So I think it's very important to come as you are, but don't let your desire keep you away from your true calling.
Amen.
Don't let your body keep you away from losing sight of God. And then, so let's go back to the original topic.
Yes.
Let's in conclusion, don't be gay.
Yo.
Don't believe, no, for real. Do not, even the Bible is an abomination. It says a man who sleep with another man, their blood is in their hand. It says that. God makes it very clear. He didn't say come as a queer. No. Come as who you are. A man. Biologically man. Not about a trans woman. Nowadays they think man can turn into a woman. I mean, this is ridiculous. I can't believe that. I don't know. I don't like that. I don't like people with no backbone. It's like, what you're afraid of? You know what I'm
Honestly,
saying?
that's the thing about us Christians. Sometimes we want to please everybody else
Christians.
and not like stand on what we believe on. We want to be like, I mean, ain't nothing wrong with telling somebody, that's what you believe, right?
That's the thing about
But
Christians.
you gotta stand on what you believe and be like, that's what you believe, but this is what I believe. This is what I know. This is what my Bible tells
But
me.
you know how people be saying, my truth. This is my truth. Nah, there's only one truth. There's no your truth. It's your opinion, but that's not the truth. There's only one truth, right? So Christians, they're afraid to offend somebody else.
Yes.
But the truth is the truth. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's easy to tell a lie because a lie is beautiful. You know what I'm saying? You could trick anybody with a lie. The truth hurts, it hurts. And Christians, that's what I hate is again. Why you guys are so weak, like mentally? Why you guys are so weak? Stand for something.
Aren't you a Christian?
But you see what I'm saying? Nobody understands that. You can ask any other boy, they could be whatever they want. Just hiding, like just things like that pisses me off. I'm like, yo, why are people so weak? Like, what's going on? What are you afraid of? You're not famous. Nobody's gonna come. The government's not looking for you.
You can't get canceled if
You're not gonna get canceled. We're nobodies. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if we get big, you know what I'm saying, delete this episode. We get paid.
stand on your truth.
That is true, Bailey. What you gonna do? Lose the money or stand on your truth?
Ayo mahera ntabwo yazogutwara mu ijuru. Ukumuke iyo.
Nah, man, it's crazy, yo. It's crazy what's happening in this world. Especially America is driving this narrative. No other country accepts this stuff.
Do you know who will stand with Justin on this?
Who?
SD. Both of them.
No, America, yo. People gotta realize, man. America, yes, has benefits, but there's this thing that they're trying to change everybody's mind, like we're stupid or something. Like, come on.
Listen, America was built on the backbone of religious freedom.
Of slaves, but okay.
That too.
That's how capitalism is.
I mean, when
Nothing wrong with it. They're just doing business. You know what I'm saying?
when a lot of people came to the United States, it was to escape prostitution.
Prostitution. Poverty?
No, prosecution of worshiping other gods was not allowed. Remember,
Well,
at that time, Catholics was a thing, and
That is
being
true.
a Protestant was something the Catholic leaders did not agree
But if
with.
that is true, if they did leave other country for religious prosecution or whatever, then why did they come here and persecute other people that did not have their own same belief? Why did they enslave people? If they're escaping enslaving themselves, why did they come here and enslave other people?
That's a whole
Hypocritical.
other topic.
Right, that is a whole nother topic.
Hypocritical, yo. See, I know a lot, man. I just be quiet. I just don't have people talk to that are intelligent.
So voodoo. Let's go back to voodoo. Has anybody ever been voodooed?
I think I have, y'all. I remember. I think one of the episodes I talked about somebody flying in my room.
Anyway.
Yeah.
On the broom?
No, not in a broom. Like literally, they came like just from the corner of my room. They came flying from the corner of my room. I wasn't sleeping.
Mm-hmm.
I know for a fact I was not sleeping, bro, because I was just laying down, and that's why I never want to lay down facing the wall. I never want to lay down facing the wall because weird things happen when I lay down when I was face the wall, and I could have sworn that I was like awake, and then I just see somebody fly like from the corner, and like just get there and was starting to do some stuff or whatever, right? So then like I'm over here like y'all. One thing I thank God for growing up in a Christian household, because the only person I'm gonna call upon is God, right? Mm-hmm. The first thing I'm gonna do if I see something that I just don't think is right is rebuke.
Did you scream or did you?
No, girl, I said we didn't get yes. Y'all playing games. I hit every time something scare me. If I'm running away from a dog, I'm saying we didn't get yes. Y'all playing games. Every time I'm scared, that's what I'm saying. So. No, was I saying? I think I was saying "Como shetani kwa jina la Yesu," right? The whole time, and then I finally it was stopping me from turning around to see who it was or something like that. But when I turned around, I turned around and like me, it looked like it was me and my mom. My mom was not home at that time, but it was me and my mom beating the heck out of that person, and then like a paper drop that said like where that person had came from, what they had came to do, you know, how they were gonna kill me or whatever. And like they came from Burundi somewhere. And then when I told my mom about it, she was like there's been things like that coming to her that week too. Justin, ain't nothing in the house. No. Now he looked around. No. So that was the first time. And it's just like, wow, you know. And then my parents are always telling me about like in Africa and everything, how like, and I'm just like, so you let all these things happen while we were in the same house, like, you know. For my dad, he's always saying like that witchcrafts, witch people are always after him, and it's just like. And when he's saying that, I'm praying to God, I'm like, I hope they after him and not me, because.
Whoa.
It's better they after him and not me. He's better. He's spiritually more than I am. He's one, but he can do it. He can take it. It's been happening all his life. I can't take it.
You're gonna sell your own father.
No,
That's
I'm
crazy.
saying like, dude, it's better for him because like he can take it, right? He's very much spiritually better than I am. Like he could pray the heck out of that, dude. He could pray with his eyes closed with them witchcraft people. I'm gonna pray with my eyes open. My prayer's not gonna be that strong. And then like my mom always told my mom like she be seeing them in the nighttime. Sometimes my dad be seeing them too. Like just they come and everything. And it's just like But you know, it's okay. It's okay. Because they need to be strong.
Girl.
So they can protect. You? Oh no, me? Me? They come from my parents.
Yo, Chagira.
No, I'm just saying, like, come from my parents. Yeah, they better than me. they the ones you're looking for.
Would you sell your dad too?
No, I don't want to. I don't wish that on anybody.
If it's already happening, I'm not wishing it on him.
I mean, pray that it stops happening.
Yeah. But like I said, I'd rather it be him than me. Like he's much, you know, stronger. And then y'all be playing games. Witchcraft just be like witchcraft. It could be anybody. Mm-hmm. Let me tell y'all a story. I hope he don't listen to this podcast. But we were talking about it in Florida when I went to visit my family and whatever. So there's this guy. Y'all know, well, Madeline probably know him. Old girl, the girl that we were talking about before, his ex-boyfriend. Before the ex that lives here. Anyway, so it was when he was young and everything, and he was living back in Africa and everything, and he had friends that were in it, right? I don't know if they were witches, if they were in the Illuminati. It was something like that, because they almost made him sacrifice his brother. Yeah, so mind you, he was like, they were real young at that age. I think they were still like maybe around the ages of 8, around the, yeah. So his friend's dad did it. So I guess they were trying to get him into it. But his dad and his mom are like prayer warriors or whatever. Well, they were prayer warriors over there. So one day, like, they used to take him to the river, to the ocean. Like he said, I remember he said that one time he seen like he got on the water and like he seen stairs that were just going down, you know. So they used to take him to the Amakabudi graveyard. Yes, they used to take him to the graveyard. So this one time they were trying to get him to sell, I guess basically sell his soul or whatever. So I'm just like, dude, you probably
That age.
I'm saying, but I'm like, dude, you grew up in a Christian household. How do you not know that if somebody trying to take you to the graveyard, run? How you not know that, right? So and then it's like when they took him, it wasn't like they took his body; it was like his spirit. Yeah. So one day his parents were at like Maombi or whatever. He was sleeping. His body was sleeping, but him spiritually, they had came to get him. They had came to get him and they took him to the graveyard. So the person asked him like, oh, basically they were asking him, I guess, if he wants to be rich or whatever, be in the Illuminati or whatever. And he said yes. So they were like, if you want it, you gotta give somebody up. Like, who do you love most in the family? And they showed him his mom. They showed him his dad. They showed him everybody, and he kept saying yes.
How?
In a bowl, like it was a bowl. Was it a bowl? It was a bowl with water, I think. It was either water or blood. It was in a bowl, and then he had a knife in his hand. Yeah. So while all of that was happening, his dad was in Maombi, and then somebody go home, your son is doing is doing something. So he left with one of the prayer warriors, and they went home, and they're like trying to wake him up, but they can't or whatever, right? So they got him, so they started praying. So they got to his little brother that he loved the most, and right when he was about to like literally when it was about to go right in, that's when like this, how like somebody like pulls your hand or something like that. That's when like right when he was about to do it, it went like this, and then and then he felt like somebody pull him, like they put like basically the prayers pulled his spirit out of there, and then he found his parents over there. His dad and the prayer warrior praying. Before that though, before they completely gave up on him, the person who was trying to get him to sell his soul was like, that's not your son, that's my son. Yeah, he came to the room that they were in. He was like, this is not I think that his dad was like, what are you doing with my son? He was like, this is my son, not your son. And then so then he got back, and if y'all knew the guy, like if y'all knew him personally, it looked like that. If like that dude was given the opportunity right now, I think he'd take it. What? Like if he was given, I feel like if he was given the opportunity, he'd take it. Like if you knew him. No, not just join it or whatever. So like,
join the voodoo witchcraft thing.
It was kind of like it was maybe like witchcraft or voodoo type of stuff, but witchcraft, Illuminati type of stuff. Yeah. Wow. So every time that's the story that comes in my head, and then the thing is like, I gotta see this dude I see him at least like once a year or once every other year, and I'm just like, and then like the thing is like he tells it like it's nothing.
We almost lost him.
He tells it like it's nothing. So it's like, I think I'm like, if that was me, I'm a scaredy cat, guys.
I'd be scared of him. I ain't gonna lie.
I'm a scaredy cat.
I feel like if I was him, whatever he got would come to me. I'm like, nah. Keep it to yourself,
Right.
man. Keep it to yourself.
I'm saying, I'm saying, I'm gonna hit you with. You know who my dad is?
What your dad gonna do?
My dad gonna pray you away playing games. No, like it's so scary. Like I don't know how people like actually do it. Cause y'all do not know Diamond, the singer.
Yeah.
Y'all know he spiritually he don't have like a arm or something like that.
What?
He sold his arm.
He sacrificed his arm.
Wow.
What you mean?
Just if you're gonna join it, you gotta sacrifice
Like
something.
if you were to see him spiritually,
Like, he wouldn't have an arm.
If you were to go into the spirit realm, and you saw him,
He wouldn't have an arm.
you get it?
Is this the first time I ever heard it?
Yeah, it's my first time. I knew he was doing something. I knew someone had to die for all that success. But I'm saying, like, an arm? I thought you gotta cut it, you know what I'm saying? Get it out. Cause you know how some people have no eyes? They sacrifice that to get it out the way. You know, cause like, if you were gonna get all the success, I'm gonna give you around the world, get all these
Do y'all
gifts for
think
women.
that's what his name was?
Who?
Fetty Wap did? Is it Fetty Wap?
I think he was born like that.
You think he was born like that? Why he say he sacrificed his arms? I thought maybe he was. No,
Nah, there's people that do that. But it never ends good.
but you know, some people are like pulled into it. I think it's the same thing as for witchcraft people too. Like if you find a little akarodigatonya, it's like it's akarodzi. It's not umurodzi. Umurodzi is the old one. Akarodzi.
What's another
No.
kingdom?
I feel like it's inherited.
I
Yeah.
know.
If you have
Sometimes
kids, your kids gonna carry on, and they can't escape it.
Yes.
They
Stay in it forever.
can, but it's
They
gonna
can,
take
yeah.
They're gonna
it's
die.
gonna take a lot.
It's gonna take a lot of praying, and that person gotta want it.
Yeah.
Like they're willing to do everything that they possibly can to get away from that situation, such as promise to God that you honestly leaving that behind and never going back, and throwing away everything you used. You know, like not even throwing away, burning it, because you burning the magic and whatever was attached to as well.
I heard that what is it? Jackson 5. The Jackson 5, they were bought into it by their dad.
Yeah.
The what is it? Michael Jackson, Janet Jackson, they were bought into it by their dad. Their dad gave them before like
He sold them out.
He sold them, yeah, basically.
Yeah, that's what I say. All these famous people, something had to give.
Haka Beyonce no coding.
Hey,
Ha kuno kari kuta kurongora kija
she has no
kigabo.
soul, man.
No, but you know, Jay-Z is the one who put her into it.
Nah, I feel like she's already. Once you sign that contract, you in.
No,
The industry.
Jay-Z is the one who are running the record, right? It's also Diamond's also trying to get into that record too. That he, yeah. Jay-Z, like, and then I seen a documentary and everything, and it shows where like the first song she did with Jay-Z is when she stole her soul.
Crazy
Cause
Love.
yeah, that one. Cause she goes into the car and the car burns and she comes out a new person.
Yeah, Sasha Fierce.
Yeah. And then she even said in that documentary, it says like she said it on video where she said when like she's performing, it's like she's a whole new person. You know, it's no longer her, it's Sasha Fierce.
Yeah, demons take over. Yeah, of course.
Yeah. So I'm saying,
But isn't that the same thing though when you sing into a song? Like you know how there's a song that you just feeling it. You know what I'm saying? Are you or you being possessed?
but I'm saying like, but that's also
I'm
like
serious.
where you gotta learn your boundaries with like the songs you listen to, right? Because it's
hard,
like,
yo, it's
yeah,
hard.
it's
There's
hard.
some nice songs out there,
That's
man.
the thing. It's
I can't
supposed to be
resist.
hard. It's supposed to be hard. That's what the devil is doing, so
Mm-hmm.
that way he could make people, like it. Like honestly,
You know, I tried that before.
I've been listening to try.
There was
to
one time where I just deleted every rap song and I just only listened to gospel. Mm-hmm. A week later, I wanted the songs back. I wanted. I
mean-
swear, it's hard.
I've tried. I do
It's
it.
I
hard.
think now is way easier.
No, easy for what?
Cause
It's worse.
No.
When you're aware of
Yes.
all the stuff, it's like, yeah, I do not want to be associated with this.
And then there's
It's
more
hard. Temptation
songs.
is crazy, yo.
People are creating songs who are trying to copy the worldly music for people that can't seem to escape it.
Yeah.
There is rap gospel now.
Nah. There's no such thing as rap gospel.
I have
No.
I don't know how to feel about that. I like don't
Still
want
rap.
to accept it because it's like that. I don't know.
You-
They want to please the thing. again, they want to please everybody. It's like that one pastor that I said, and when we talked about it, what's his name? He looks like he's a young pastor. He's trying to appeal to like
Is he
the
African?
youth. No, he's African American.
Oh, I know.
What's the name?
I forgot his name.
We're not gonna say he's a mega church pastor.
So why are you scared? What's he gonna
Who?
do? Send voodoo on us?
Is he gonna find you?
That's what I'm saying.
No, but I'm just
What's his
saying.
name?
I don't know.
Is he
I
white?
can't remember. No, I said African American.
Oh, is this he always wear nice stuff, right?
Is it nice?
He always wear like nice clothes, chains, progressive church or something like that.
Something like that.
John Todd, Mike Todd?
Yeah,
Him?
is it?
Yeah, that
Mike
dude.
Todd?
Yeah, it's Mike Todd, man.
Yes.
Man, listen, I could see that far
Whatever.
from miles away,
Let
man.
me see.
Right?
If I'm
At first,
He did
I
a
was like,
relationship series.
wow, okay.
The way
At
he
first,
speaks, he pulls
yeah.
you in. Yeah, this guy, he got it.
Everything he would say, like when I first started listening to him,
oh,
I don't know what somebody showed me a preaching of his, and I was like, oh, okay, that's interesting. That is something that I feel like I should know more about. So I listened to him, and then as time went by, like I will go months and months without listening to his preaching or sermons, and then about a couple of months ago, I'm like, this man, so-called pastor, I just have a different image when it comes to a man of God. You say you are teaching, you're literally a shepherd. Is it right? A shepherd. So you have to be different. You literally have to be different. The way you look, the way you talk, you have to be different. And then
Man got chain, gold
as I
teeth,
saw it,
all that
I
type of
was
stuff. I'm
like,
like, what?
at first it was the hair.
The hair.
I don't really like.
I'm not a pastor.
yo. Yeah.
I mean, okay,
You gotta carry
but
yourself
like
different.
when
That's different.
when I saw the hair, I was like, oh, you to men? It's a bit different. At first, I was already questioning the outfits and
He doesn't
everything,
wear a
the
suit.
skinny jeans and the tops and everything. I was like, a pastor in my eyes doesn't really look like this. You know, I get that he's trying to appeal to the youth to try and bring them, but like that's not how you do it. But I was just like, okay, this is weird. And as time kept going on and on, I was like, that's weird. It's like the stuff that he started doing, the way he would like use his wife and things. I was
Yeah, going to the beach,
Yeah.
doing some TikTok, Instagram.
Use his wife
I'm
how?
like,
the images that he would.
You know what's crazy? He had a shirt of his wife in the bikini, in the
Yeah.
shirt wearing.
Wearing it while
like-
preaching?
Yeah.
I was like,
I said, I
It's
don't
the
know
devil in
what you're
disguise, oh.
trying.
I cannot.
I don't know what you're trying to do. I don't know what lesson you're trying to teach, but this is not a way to. You're literally representing your wife in a bad image,
yeah.
and your wife
Is
is
the
you.
pastor.
You are you guys are one person.
The wife is also a pastor too.
Oh
yeah,
really?
you can't do that. You can't do
Oh
that.
yeah. So
They're
it's
they
crazy.
the wife is, I think, the senior pastor in that church.
I think it started out as like he was into it, but the money and the fame.
Yeah.
Forget the money.
Yeah,
Did you
the
hear about what he
fame.
wanted to be first before he became?
What did he want to be?
Vijana ndio uhejeje kuvuga. Beyonce, I think.
Oh.
Something related to Beyonce. He
Which
wanted
is
to
why
be.
it makes sense why he wears those hip hop clothes, street clothes,
But-
and preaching.
He wanted to be like.
He want to be like a
work
rapper,
for
artist, all that
her.
stuff.
He wanted to work for her or something.
But you
something
know, like I had a pastor the bench, like they go there to look for that, to like
Indeed.
to do that.
Yeah.
Because it reminds me of Nuzanya Stephen Kanumba, right? He
He was a pastor.
he originally wanted to be a pastor.
Oh.
If you look the story of how he joined it before he died, he originally wanted to be a pastor, and like he wanted to film movies regarding, that's why like the point
Like
of no
Christian movies?
yeah, point of no return, where he was.
I've not watched his movies.
but
I watched like parts.
I seen
there's the
scary
point
ones.
of no return was the scary one, but I feel like it also showed
Was
off.
that the last one?
No. The last one, Devil's Kingdom, was the one where like it got him in trouble because he spilled the devil's secrets. But no, it reminds me of like when the point of no return. All his movies, most of them, he wanted to base them on. I'm pretty sure he wanted to base them on Christian movies. And he what is it? Point of No Return. He played with Wema Sepetu. Wema Sepetu is Muslim, I think. I think she's Muslim, but she still played that movie where like she was.
Were her people okay with that?
I don't know, but she was like he was going to worship. He was doing whatever, worshiping the devil, witchcraft, whatever, while she was home as like she was the wife who was home praying for him all the time. It's a really good movie. Like it's really good.
At the end, don't they sing? That cross body. He goes to church.
She
right?
sings two choruses. What is it? What is
That's
it?
when he accepts Jesus.
Oh, he made it where yes.
Oh,
She sings
I
that
saw
one
that.
and another one too. But yeah, that one is good. But when he did Devil Kingdom, it explained everything. He played it with No Ding.
That old man.
No, the light skinned Nigerian guy.
Vin Victor.
No, Vincent. No. Is it Vincent? No. It's not Vincent. I don't know. I forgot his name. But like it's a
Did he
light.
play in the wedding movie?
What wedding movie?
The wedding party. Is it him?
I don't know. I forgot his name, but he plays with this light skinned Nigerian guy, right? So if you there's something that went out where it just explained everything. He went and explained everything to this lady who's always in his movies, who was mostly in his movies. She was kind of big. Before he died, he explained everything. One thing he needed to do, that's the thing that's gonna like, even like Madeline has said, if you want to get out of it, there's something that you have that's theirs that you have to give to them. So what he had was a necklace and I think a ring.
I don't believe that.
They told him to give it back to him, and then he didn't want to give it back to him. I don't know if it's because of the fame or whatever, but he didn't want to give it back, especially like after that movie. And another thing that also led to them killing him was they wanted him to sacrifice his mother.
Yeah.
And he loved his mother so much, he refused to sacrifice his mother. So then they after he spilled the secrets, and then after all of that and everything, like a lot of things that is said is that, especially when it first happened, it was that his girlfriend, who at that time I think was Lulu, Elizabeth Michael, I think was his girlfriend. They blamed that on his girlfriend, that she's the one that killed him, when it was all plans. And then after that, that's when his best friend told the stories and everything. But what is it? Devil's Kingdom? I think I should all watch it.
I think once you join, you can't get out. You have to die. That's the way. That's the way out.
If you are
if you don't know it, you can get out. But if you join knowing the secrets and they tell you everything, getting out, you're gonna have to die. Someone's gotta die because they can't have them spilling the thing out. That's why it's a secret.
And I think for him too, he joined knowing too.
Yeah, that's the thing. He
wanted the fame.
It was
He
big,
wanted-
yo. I ain't gonna lie. Every one of his movies was popping.
Every African knew Stephen Kanumba too.
I'm like, damn, this
especially
guy.
Tanzania, Burundi.
Every-
Like they knew him, and it's just like
Why?
just because you wanted, like, even in the movie, it showed like he wanted to be a pastor. Like honestly,
Yeah, you can't preach God and that.
you cannot, like, what, you know.
You gotta
It
pee.
reminds
Can't
me
work
of that
for two
person
masters.
here.
Yeah, you can't.
That person here who wants the pastoral title. It's like every conversation about church comes up. It's like I'm waiting for them to give me the pastor title.
Oh, the one who's actually in the church.
You know,
What's his name?
Joe. Wait, guy.
What you mean? Let's expose the fakes now. Come on. Could be the devil in
So-
disguise. We're here to save lives, yo.
Bruh.
Justin.
What's? I don't know him, so it's not my problem.
Justin.
What is he trying to do?
Justin, have you?
succeed. He will not succeed.
So he's trying to force himself into church and to be a pastor.
No, he's
Doesn't
not
work
trying
like
to
that.
force himself in the church. He wants to be pastor so bad.
Why?
And I don't know why. First of all, most African pastors don't even get paid for real, for real.
Is the fame? Oh,
No, like honestly, what is it? My brother the other day, he's like, yo, how much do they pay the pastors at church? I said they don't get paid.
ain't that much money in there.
I said they do not get paid.
That was a surprise to me. The pastors get paid.
That was a surprise to me too when I found out about it. American pastors, they get paid.
I know they
for
get
doing it.
millions. It's crazy. Mike Todd, he's a millionaire. DT Jake or whatever that other dude.
But I'm saying
Millionaires.
no. But like even then, like look at him. He's just there sitting there. All he does is go do what? All of that. But then it's like our pastors do all of what he's doing, plus the praying really hard prayers and fasting,
Exactly.
and they're not getting paid.
And not that much money in African church, man. Especially in Africa. Only in Africa though. There's this pastor who took so much money.
Who?
I think it was in South Africa.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know.
yeah.
Africa's starting to look a little like America. Y'all need to get y'all shit. Oh,
I
y'all need to
told
get
you,
y'all stuff
I
together.
told you, America is out here
America
trying to
has
influence everybody.
influenced- It's like
They own everybody.
influencing.
You guys talk about the Ukraine and the war or something?
What about it?
It's America that's causing that thing.
Yeah, I don't even. Trump
is.
2024 playing games.
Yeah, for real, man. We need Trump, man.
He would have put y'all. He would have took that. He would have been like, you know what, Ukraine is on their own. Let's mind our business. He would have been like, let's help Russia so we could get that oil.
Yeah. Make us
Get that
country
gas.
richer, man.
United States is a peacekeeper.
No, it's not.
They want democracy.
There's no such thing as democracy in here in America. It's just an illusion. Because only those that got money, like they get away
I
with
kind of
things.
feel that like
It's an illusion. That's what they sell people from. Like when I was in Africa, I thought we came to America. They said, "Oh, it's gonna be white." You know what I'm saying?
I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, me and Judy could-
Handa abantu bakatsa bagira. You know,
And the
abantu
people-
bakatsa bagira. Bagenda twagera yo bagira no mwijuru.
But you did it, what you me Judy. Atutazongera kubabara. Yes, it's a tonic. Nonsense. Come on, we came here. We're out here working.
No.
Come on,
The
man.
best one I ever heard was like, go move the kuba mu airplane. Go, everybody's gonna give y'all money.
Man.
Go, everybody's gonna come up to you and give you money.
And the crazy part is, I have like family in Africa. They hate us because they think that we're not giving money. I'm like, bruv, you don't understand.
you gotta work for it.
You don't. That's what I'm saying. Not only work for it, it's like America want their money back. You get it? Oh, bill, tax, this. I'm like, bruv, America ain't stupid. They give you the money, give it back, recycle back to you. It's an endless cycle. It's the same way it goes.
America is
So I'm like, yeah, it is opportunities out here.
And
I ain't gonna lie.
yes.
There is opportunity, way
And-
better than other country, but there's always a catch to it.
America is a big facade.
Of course, yeah.
If we actually look how much United States own other people's money.
You know,
Body but they too prideful.
there was this person that said we owe China $1 trillion. I'm like,
Yes.
we? Who's we? We? I don't owe China nothing. Hell nah.
You on your own, baby.
You on your own, bro.
I'm African.
I didn't make the deal with China. They didn't
Anyway.
give me nothing.
America and every other country owe us Africans money.
Man, I'm telling you.
Man.
bro.
Honestly,
Hey,
Everything
man, give
they
me
get
that- give
from
me-
us.
Some people might be triggered. If you're white, my bad. But we need that
Yes,
reparation,
son.
yo. We need that reparation back. Even though I wasn't here, my ancestors suffered. Listen, they came from Africa. I need that payback, bro.
You're the only ancestor from your family that's came from Africa.
What are you talking about?
He said his ancestors.
Yeah,
He's the
my
only
ancestors.
ancestor.
No,
He's the
my
only
ancestors who came before me. I came after them.
Oh, who came to Africa? Who came to
To
America?
and that slave ship.
And then they went back, and then they had your parents and your grandparents.
Are you dumb?
No, I'm asking.
Do you not?
Are you getting what I'm saying?
No. Aren't you in college?
Nobody getting
Holy.
what I'm saying?
Ancestors. You know what ancestors are?
Yes, I know what.
Some came to America, some stayed. You hear me? They're still part of your family. They're ancestors for a reason. Come on now. That's not hard to understand.
Oh, it's because you're from Congo, so they did get some from Congo.
Yes, my people.
My people didn't go anywhere.
I think they just magically appear here.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm the
You
one.
came after them.
Yeah,
They
but
paved
they
the
didn't.
way.
The time the genocide happened,
The Rwanda, 1984. Yeah, 1984.
19.
Yeah,
That
was
between the
crazy.
That
Hutu,
happened
between the
earlier.
Hutu and the Tutsi.
Tutsi, yeah.
I do not understand that.
I don't understand it.
It was
It's due to their
it was-
nose.
actually it was due to the white people.
Yeah,
It always
due-
goes back
It
to
was,
that.
the white people divided the
The
country.
English.
They made
French.
one.
Let's call them Caucasians.
Yeah.
Be politically correct, Caucasian.
My sister was playing a game with people, right? And her sister, my sister was playing a game with our siblings and a couple white people, right?
Caucasians.
Yes. So the word was Caucasian, right? You had to describe Caucasian without. No, you had no. The word was salt. And you had to describe what that word is without using the word. Yes, salt. She was like, this proton, Caucasian only used for seasoning.
Oh my god. Who did that?
Oh, speaking of seasoning.
And
Oh,
then one of our siblings was like, salt. That white person was so confused. Like, how did you guess it so fast?
Yeah, maybe they would have gotten it if they had said they use it and pepper. They love themselves some pepper, them little black peppers.
There could have been easier way to say that.
Yeah, man, and
Caucasian use this as seasoning.
I just call them the whites.
So like
you're gonna have to beep a lot of stuff over here just to.
The whites? What's wrong with the whites?
Basically Caucasian in Rwanda
Yeah.
divided the country, saying one race. They were both black, but they made them feel. They divided them like you are Hutu, you are Tutsi.
By their nose, yo.
That is crazy.
By the nose and their height.
Yeah, physical appearance.
That's crazy.
So
Man, our parents went through a lot. I ain't gonna. When I think about it, if it was me, man, what would I done?
literally, I didn't even know like the thing that we were doing was white made until I got to America. Because I was like, why do we drink a lot of tea, right? I was like, we drink tea for breakfast, tea for lunch, tea for dinner. So then I was like, wait a minute, tea is a British England thing.
Yeah.
So I'm just like,
Ooh, I never thought about that.
yes. So we were actually British came to settle in our colonies and forced that onto us.
Ah, man, in Africa, I used to drink a lot of tea, man. Mabati.
Man.
With the other refugees, man. Ooh, they used to make food and stuff like that.
What the
heck
That's
you
how
ain't
you
going
call.
through?
Yeah, it is. I swear. We used to live in a refugee camp, and they would bring this big bucket of rice and beans and
Oh
in
no,
the
that's
morning.
not that bad.
No, in the morning, it was mandazi and chai. Everybody would be in the line. I'm saying like homeless people just in the line waiting.
He want that bad for us. He want that bad for us.
I don't
Oh man, yeah, I remember a refugee camp. Other families, we didn't have no rooms, so it was a whole.
But
big
y'all came from what camp did y'all live in Tanzania?
It was OEM, Kuri OEM.
Is in the Tanzania? Did y'all live in Mutabira? Mutabira and Myovozi is the same thing.
Yeah, it's the
They
same
were-
thing.
It's the same. It's the same thing.
Mutabira.
Changabadi beside each other.
They were just close to each other, but they're
Yeah,
different.
it's
Two
Mutabira,
different.
Yeah.
Oh wow, I know Mutabira and Myovozi. I know
Yeah, it was.
Or
it was-
maybe there's two different. How do Tabira one bit? Tabira one bit. I don't know. Bro.
Yeah, no, those when I
I ain't have it that bad. But you know when
you mean? What do you guys do?
when y'all used to be in my parents provided the food. We didn't have to go and wait in the line.
Oh, they gave us the food, yo.
In Africa,
Yo.
in Africa, actually, we were very blessed. We had a farm, you know. We had a lot of cows. We had pigs. We had chickens. We were very blessed. Literally, our uncle was herding and watching the farm for us. He would take the cows for a walk.
Man.
So like we weren't worried about
I
food
know.
like
Or y'all
that.
provided the food. Y'all provided the food, didn't y'all? It wasn't for free.
Yeah, because we owned it. We owned the farm. So, like, you know, and then my uncles will work for my dad. Because my dad was like a bike mechanic, so he worked. He fixed a lot of things in Africa. That's how he got his money. And since my dad is a very helpful person, people would give us food, give us things to kind of repay him for his service. So we never have food because people always give us the food.
Do you guys ever eat those flies?
Yo, them inswas was hitting.
What, you ate that?
Yo, I'm not gonna lie. Them inswas,
Yeah.
I don't know sinzo, but like, yo, back then,
I ain't gonna lie. They used to know how to cook them, man. It was so good.
yo,
Put a little salt in there.
I don't remember ever eating it.
I can never eat
My
it.
mom hated that
I remember
so much.
my mom
I
hated
always
it
had
too.
to go to other people's houses.
my mom
to do
hated
that.
it. She said she
white thing.
She said she didn't want to eat it because the leg stuck to her teeth. She was like, no, she never. But I'm
Stuck?
saying, we had a little thing behind our house. Go, me and Eddie would be kneeling down over there, waiting for them. So Eddie would catch them and then take them to my mom to do it. Yo, that thing was busting.
The only thing I ever remember truly eating was grasshoppers.
Yeah, they used to eat that too. No, there is that.
Crazy. I couldn't.
Nah.
Like, you know, snap
raw?
Yes.
I could have never.
Oh, they used to grill it, mine. They used to grill that. Yeah. Niño knee.
We weren't even that hungry.
Them birds used to be hitting.
Yeah.
Them birds used to be hitting.
Man, them birds, man.
Eddie had a slingshot. Eddie and his
Literally
girlfriends had a
hunters.
slingshot.
I'm telling you, you know, in America, oh, don't kill this bird, man. I feel that's food right there, man. Something gonna eat. You know what I'm saying? But this, now that I remember, I used to live. Oh my god! Oh, it brings back
I
memories.
remember.
I used to have like a farm thing. My dad used to own pigs until he became a Christian. He's like, nah, he doesn't do it no more. He used to drink also all that stuff.
Your dad hasn't always been a Christian?
No, he wasn't always a Christian. In Africa, he used to own pigs. After he learned about God through his friend, he sold them out. We had cows, goats. We had like a farm. Ibigori, Twarabirima in the front of a yard. And, you know, and one day, and my dad also had, worked in a restaurant. He's the best cook ever. Come to meat, that dude can cook. So one day, my mom gave me money to take to my dad because he needed it.
Yo, I can see what I'm saying.
I was like, oh, no problem. I got the money. I went home. I went to the restaurant. I was afraid. I didn't want to go inside. I got outside the door, but I didn't want to go inside. I was scared. I thought my dad's going to come out or something. I was about 5 years old. I was waiting. Nobody came out. So I went back home.
Oh.
And then my mom said, did you give him? Yeah, I gave him. And then I went outside. I got one of my friends. We went to buy mikati.
Yo.
We spent the whole money on bread, yo. And that day, I got an... They were furious.
I bet you did.
Because you know money doesn't come that much in Africa, man.
Did.
Bruh. For 3 days, man, my dad did not even look at me the same. He didn't look at me the same.
I
yo.
mean, on bread though. On bread,
That
there
bread
was
good.
nothing
It
else.
was good.
Kind
I
of.
mean, I know the bread over there is so good,
So
but
sweet.
like,
It was my first time ever. And I didn't know how much it was. It was a lot of money.
And you ate it by yourself. You didn't even say, "Let me bring it home so I can share."
Right.
He ate it with his friend.
He ate it with
I
his
ate it with my
friend.
friend, and then I hide the other ones beside my house in a leaf. I'm saying so nobody sees it. I didn't want mom to see it. That's evidence. I wanted to have the evidence. You know what I'm
Did
saying?
you find it back when you went there?
I ate it. My mom found it actually. Wow. And trust me, snitched on me. They beat me. Like it was
It was
crazy.
like no tomorrow.
Yeah, like tomorrow. Also, oh man, all these memories keep coming back. I burned a house.
Yo.
It was me and my friend. It was
I
actually
would
my.
have sold him.
It was. It was
America would have took him.
Yeah, it was my mom's. What's it called? It was my mom's brother house. So we lived here, and then my mom's brother lived there with. You know, I think it's before he got married. Right, lived there with his own house or whatever. I don't know what I was thinking. It was me and this kid. You know, he said we're gonna create the biggest fire in the world. You know what I'm saying?
in the kitchen.
It was not in the kitchen. It was outside. Wow. You know, like the houses, the roof is full of
straws.
Yeah, straws. I didn't know how fat. Man, I just put it right there. So we're gonna create the biggest fire to the is in unit to our first shit. You know what I'm saying? And we light it. It just went up, and it cut the straw, and the whole building, literally the whole building.
And you know, I could feel their pain because you know they had to build their houses themselves.
By bricks, yeah.
No, well,
Ain't nothing
I
with
kind of get a pick up your own, though, and then you make your
Oh
own.
my
Man.
Man.
Have me over here.
I don't even know how we survive in those houses, to be honest.
Man, those memories.
Over there,
by the grace of
over to the
God.
bougie. We bougie now. They tell you go live in the house. It's dirty. I can't sleep there.
Lost our
And go on, and like, what is it? Was like the red sand.
Oh my god! When I tell you that dirt was good, y'all playing games.
You ate dirt?
Yo,
Yeah, you dirt?
my yins.
y'all never
Behind the house. Start digging the little brick on the brick.
Where warindiro kagenda inyuma y'inzu je twatwarira hajya ku nzu nyene nene
Yeah,
twarira
ate dirt?
we ate the house.
What?
Yeah. Nah, you find me over there with my little friend sitting there. I'm over here taking a piece of the house.
What was the dirt made of?
I don't know, but it was good.
Oh, hell no.
I know. The only one.
Look, going to Africa, it was very unsensitized. I'm surprised we're even alive. That they were just picking up the floor and
And we
eating.
weren't even hungry. There was food, but
Right,
like,
we
we
had
chose
food.
to eat this stuff.
Yo, I'm
Man.
telling you.
Nah,
I
5
don't know.
second rule.
Nah, you guys are different. You guys are different. I need
Nah,
that.
I don't know what they put in that dirt, but let me tell you, it used to smack.
It was nutritious.
It used to smack. Just nah. Because if somebody told me, hey, this is the dirt you used to eat, I might have to taste it.
No, when we go to Africa, let's try it, see if it still tastes the same.
Crazy.
They're gonna look at us different.
Yeah.
Nah.
I'm
Take
like,
a spoon.
I'm gonna be like, maybe sit down and then I'm having in the mood.
Oh, speaking of dirt. Oh, man, rats ate my foot, yo.
Yo, what?
Yo. Oh,
What?
I swear. All these memories are coming back. 'Cause I haven't talked about this in a long time.
Y'all sound like y'all was living the life.
Rats
Because there were no rats. Yo.
Bro,
I had no rats in my house.
rats, bro. They'll come out at night. I literally my foot like bleeding. Swear to God, I was bleeding.
They breathe when they're chewing your.
Happy
Yeah.
you felt
That noise.
When they're
I'm
breathing,
like,
I've never felt it, but that's how people describe it.
Oh.
And it's like, cause you can't feel it.
I thought that was the imfunja.
It was.
I had that too. You man,
I've been through it all.
let me see
I've been
your
through it
feet.
all.
Let me see
Nah,
your
nah,
feet.
My feet are good.
I know people who've had imfunja before. I've seen their feet.
No. That's a long time ago. Come on, man.
Nah.
But man,
They be having the toenails that be sticking on top
I
of
could
each
not
other.
sleep. I wake up, bump here. I'm like, oh. And then my mom.
Can you take off
It's
your
a
shirt?
daddy
My
that
mom-
way. With,
Oh yeah, it is.
No. My foot, like here.
Take
like,
off your shoes, wanna see.
Your foot be big, and my mom had this needle. Yeah, we gotta to be recruited.
Okay.
Bro,
Listen, let's go.
I've been seeing videos, so I know.
that was disgusting. Yeah, I remember my mom would just like,
Oh my gosh! Stop, bruh.
kill it. You know what I'm saying? Take the thing out. You know what I'm saying? Bro, because they were growing in there, yo. Those
Yeah.
were eggs. Yeah. Oh yeah, memories are coming back, yo. It's been a long time. I've been talking about this in a long time. Everybody had it, man. Everybody had it.
Not me.
No,
If you
no.
wore shoes,
Yeah,
I
we
didn't have shoes.
Oh,
Speaking of clothes, man.
you had a
You would
rough.
think, yeah, bro.
I thought.
You
I
low-key-
thought we had a rough.
Bro, you,
I think we're rich in Africa.
I
ain't
think
we?
you guys are well off. I only
Yeah.
had one outfit.
Because my
Let's
dad
go to
was buying
church.
us toys and everything.
For
And-
real?
And our neighbors used to steal us toys.
What?
Yes.
What kind of house y'all had?
I don't know,
brick
but
house.
It was the refugee camp. They had to have a brick house or else they'd be kicked out.
What?
No, it's just like because my dad, when he got engaged to my mom, he wanted her to go to school.
Yeah,
He
that's
wanted
not
her to
what
go
I
to
said.
school.
You can't go to
So
school.
my mom was a nurse. She worked in a hospital, and my dad he sold stuff. We had it good.
Wow.
Yeah, I know you had it that bad.
Oh, I was struggling.
My
yo.
mom was a
I
stay-at-home
getting-
wife, and my
Listen,
dad did work. And then
I
she
think
worked on the farm.
I think everyone.
She
was
worked
doing
on the
that.
farm where she planted a lot of stuff. We even had like banana trees,
Yeah, we had that too. Yeah.
and then like and corn near our house. So like we were well off.
You know what's crazy? I think I was a lot smarter when I was in Africa than I am today.
Really?
There's always
Honestly,
you really
kinda is
you
that
grew
way.
up like I was hanging around. The way I talk was different. The way I talk now is kind of childish. Back then, it was just like I knew a lot of things.
You would
know
be
what I'm saying?
hanging out with the
And-
older kids.
And
Older
it taught you
kids.
to be mature because of the
Mature.
situation that you were in.
You grew up
Let's
very,
go back
very
and
fast.
live there for 2 years.
I got no problem because I bet we don't have to pay rent over there. All you gotta, my dad has a house over there already, so I'm gonna go be chilling.
I don't know about the voodoo stuff, man. That's what I'm afraid of.
You are what you're afraid of?
Going back to Africa.
Why? You think someone's gonna?
Actually, I think I'll go Tanzania. I'm not going to Burundi, man. Burundi got a lot of jealousy and envy. They will kill you on the spot.
Family got a lot of jealousy and envy.
That's all. What is it? That's all countries in Africa.
They
Yeah.
say if you plan on going to visit, don't tell your family.
Yeah, do not tell anybody. Just show up there.
Yeah.
Bruv. Oh, school in Africa. Oh,
Don't even talk about
no.
school,
I used to
please. I
skip
can't.
school.
Those
man.
sticks, man, it used to feel different, man.
man. I don't know. I think I was just born bad. I hated school. Even in Africa, I got beat.
I bet you did.
Man.
Which type of teachers did you have? The like females or the women?
I had a
men?
female teacher.
I had both.
I feel like the unmarried ones were so mean,
They
in my
probably-
opinion.
the unmarried females. Oh, they
Listen,
were.
I still
Yeah,
got-
they couldn't find a man, so they
I
were
st-
putting their frustration
I
on
still
you.
got scars, yo.
Yeah.
Africa.
I wish American can go to back to that teaching style.
Yo.
Everybody was bald headed, yo.
They behave. Oh yeah, everybody
Everybody
was
was bald headed.
Mm-hmm.
We all wear the same uniform. I remember it's white and blue.
I was
You know what I'm
bald headed
saying?
by choice. Our dad didn't like us having hair, so he just always cut.
Yeah,
I
same
wasn't
way.
bald headed by choice either. I had no choice.
My mom.
And another
bruh.
thing, everybody looked the same from top to bottom,
Yeah,
except
yeah.
for the faces.
Yeah.
Because everybody was bald. I don't think I ever seen a
Only
kid with hair.
I think the high schoolers were the ones who were allowed to have some.
Mm-hmm.
Like they had to cut it to a certain length. I was like, I wish I was a high school.
Nah, we were
I
bald,
mean,
yo.
like, my dad makes sure all our school fees were like taken care of.
For real.
Yeah,
I used to cheat a lot
I
in
thought
school.
it was free. I don't know why I used to think that it was free.
I even went to kindergarten in Africa.
Yeah.
For real?
Yeah.
You guys are rich, yo.
Justin had
that
a hard
Man,
time.
I think that's the way I am. I am who I am. I ain't gonna lie. I had it rough, bro.
Yeah, it seemed like
Man,
seemed
now
like
that I
you've
think
been
about
through a
it,
lot.
yeah, man. I used to cook, right? You might be shocked. I used to cook. Mm-hmm. My mom would leave. I think remember they would go to the market to sell fish or corn or whatever. So I would stay home and I'll have to cook for my Angel and
I want to
Rosie.
see in order to believe it.
I swear.
He can't cook now.
That's what I say.
What
I was
happened
more
to it?
I was more smarter and productive when I was in Africa than here. Here
He
you
was
become-
struggling. He had no choice.
I had responsibility. You know what I'm
He had
saying?
no choice.
It's different.
I feel like the men roles have changed since we got here to America.
You think?
Nah.
Yeah, I feel like in Africa too, it wasn't just. I mean, yes, the woman is
They didn't
supposed
complain.
to have other things, but I feel like also the men would help
didn't.
though.
Yes.
The men would.
The man was also responsible for providing
Yeah.
for the house.
It was already established. You know what I'm saying?
But now both of y'all gotta work.
Nowadays, like women feel like, if I tell you do this for me, you think I'm out here commanding you to do stuff.
Yeah.
I mean,
You know
if
what I'm
you're
saying?
not my man,
And the way you say it.
and also the way,
Yeah.
In Africa, you did it anyways because you knew
If
like
you're
that's
not
the
my
way it
man.
is. There's nothing against
That
the
be
man.
Quran and
if you're not my
No.
That,
Even if the guest came to the house, you would cook and give him food.
it depends.
Even if it's a
Well,
man.
that's the way we were raised. You gotta give the guests food.
Exactly.
But then it's also like, wait. Neo ni wana kunda kuvuza say, oh, go make me some food. I be like, no, the heck. Sometimes I be saying there ain't no food in the fridge.
See, America, man, America changed. the
No,
world.
for me, there is I understand.
I used to cook, yo. I can't believe it. Wow.
I understand, like, yes, feed your guests, but also is, for example, urumuhungwa kut, right? So, what business do I have serving you?
It's not serving. It's just we're supposed to see these words. Serving. What do you mean serving?
Like, so you're telling me
now we're supposed to receive what?
What you mean?
You were about to say something about receive.
So you're telling me
it's just it's what you're supposed to do. It's not. It's nothing. It's nothing like serving you. Only in America. America put these things into your minds. Like, oh, I don't need a man. I'm independent. I could pay my own bills. You know, all that stuff. It's like it doesn't help anybody.
I want to be taken care of. It just,
of course,
he's not financially ready to take care of me.
I look at it like this: as a man, if I gotta do my end of the bargain, you do yours. Don't try to compare yourself to me.
But
Stupid.
I feel like depending on how you treat,
of course,
like let's say if you're in a relationship, depending on how you treat me, if you treat me like a queen, I'ma also treat you like a queen.
Like a queen.
I mean, like a king, you know.
I'm gonna give
like
you
I'm gonna give
how you want to be. I'm confused how you want to be treated. I'm confused. Flowers every day.
No, it's not that. Treat me with respect. Treat me like
That's
you know,
what a
like
relationship is.
like you know. Like don't treat me like I'm your house. I'm like a maid or something like that. A servant. No.
Who does that? That's what.
There are men who do stuff
people
like
do
that.
this stuff like that.
Treat me like your wife. Treat me your other half.
You gotta understand, in a marriage, like
In a marriage, we are one. People are forgetting that we are one, and they want to put all the burden on the female.
No. In a marriage, when you first meet somebody, everything is all happy. So you're in love, right? But like marriage is like a work in progress. It's not something you're gonna be all happy every single time. You're gonna get in a fight. But
That's
here you're getting a fight. That's what it is.
You have arguments.
So, that's what I'm saying. So if you're going to a relationship, go into that mindset that at some point in time, listen, we're gonna fall off. Like something's gonna happen. We need to find a way to fix it. That's what religion. But it gets tough. Oh, I'll move on to the next. You know what I'm saying? It's
relationship is a roller coaster.
That's what it is. But women don't treat it like it's a roller coaster, or some people don't treat it like it's a roller coaster. The thing's all happy and flowery. Treat me this, treat me. Sometimes I'll be frustrated. I don't want to talk to you. Get out of my face. You know what I'm
depends
saying?
how many
doesn't mean I
times-
hate you.
It depends on how many times that thing has happened, right?
Of course, yeah.
Because if I keep forgetting you every time, for example, you cheat, be like, you blame the devil. Okay, I forgive you. You cheat again, same thing.
Yeah.
I forgive you. You cheat again. When is it enough for me to finally say, hey, your action is affecting me?
Yeah, I don't believe in cheating. I don't. Yeah, that cheating stuff. I don't know.
You having 3 wives is cheating.
No, it's not.
And so I'm just like, I'm not going to keep staying in this abusive relationship, because at the end of the day, if you keep doing that and going outside our marriage, you tell me I'm not good enough for you.
True.
And so how can I keep staying in this roller coaster?
That is true. But the thing is, what I hate about women sometimes, they always blame the men. I don't hear women ever take accountability for nothing. They think they're this perfect being. They're never wrong. They're never annoying. They don't be piss people off. You think just this perfect creature should be treated like this? It's always the men. Always pointing the men. When do women come in? Yo, I did this. I did that. They never say that. You know what I'm saying?
See, if men communicated,
That's communicating.
it would work.
No. You should know right from wrong. You're not a baby.
Okay,
So with
but
a man-
you have to communicate. Hey, you're doing this and I do not like it. We're supposed to be working together, not against each other.
Of course.
I don't like what you're doing. Can you do something about it?
But since when is the last time you heard a woman say, I was wrong?
You gotta point it out.
That's what I'm saying.
Not even you gotta
You're not
point
even
it out.
self-aware. The fact that I even gotta point it out, you're
I
not even
am-
self-aware.
I am self-aware. When I am wrong, I will admit I'm wrong. You know?
Yeah.
So I expect you, when you're wrong, to admit you're wrong as well.
Yeah, of course.
I'll be like, hey, I'm sorry for this and this and this. I was wrong on the way I reacted. You know? If
Yeah.
you had came and talked nicely, I will admit I'm wrong, right?
Yeah.
But it also is the accountability. Like, what's going to happen after I admit I'm wrong?
Yeah.
It's like, are you going to keep bringing that situation up? Or are you going to forget about it? Or is this situation going to be an example? You know?
Yeah, of
And so
course.
it's like, if the first time was an example, the second time, I'm going to be hesitant to admit I'm wrong, to be honest. Because you keep bringing the same thing up. And if something happens, like, oh, remember the one time this happened? And then you be like, okay, so every time I admit I'm wrong, he's keeping that tally. You know?
I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't think men. I'm a person that forgets like I forget things.
You'll be amazed.
Women never forget a damn thing. Never. I don't know. You guys
We
are like
gotta
a memory
use it
book.
sometimes because y'all wanna act like y'all perfect
That's
or
what
something
I'm
like
saying.
that.
So
I'm gonna remember.
most guys, like for me, if I say something last week, I don't know what the hell I said. You have to remind me. Some people, like my mom be saying, "You just said this." I'm like, I don't remember saying that. Like, cause I don't hold it in. It's just okay. I said it. Okay, cool, whatever. Move on. That's the way I'm always moving forward. I don't really hold things back. That's just the way I am.
It depends on who you're dealing with, honestly.
Nah, every woman they're like memory, like they have a memory card in their brain. They just know stuff.
I mean,
They know when to bring it out.
caretakers, whatever. We have to be responsible for so much.
That's true.
You'll be playing games. I'm gonna hit you with that. You remember that one time? Like,
I mean, I'll just admit, men and women are two different. They're
We're
two
not the
different
same.
species. Men can't. I don't think they will get to a point where they can understand a woman, and I don't think a woman will get to a point where they can understand a man fully.
Yep.
We can try, but
But it's
Agreed.
America. I feel like America. That's why I say America's just. This place is just. I hate using toxic. It's useless. America's just. They just be pinning people against each other. You know what I'm saying? They're talking about the wage gap thing or whatever. They use that to fight the man. Like, bruv, I don't control nothing. I'm not in the government. We just average people. If you want to go to the government, talk to them. They're the one that making the laws. Don't come here yelling at me about, oh, we don't pay this in. Bruv, I'm just working like you. I'm an employee. You know what I'm saying? So, like, America used that to just create this confusion. We're always fighting amongst each other. But who wins in the end? Nobody. You know what I'm saying? Nobody.
the one at the top.
Of
The
course,
one trying
those.
to
Yep.
keep
Yep.
things
Those
to
are-
where
yep.
they want.
That is true. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. Man,
Jinx.
America's crazy, man. Huh? What happened? Huh? Who's Jinx?
You say that's crazy.
Well, guys, we are reaching that time to say our goodbyes.
Already? Man. We just started.
Justin, you just like to talk. That's what it is.
Oh, yeah. I love to talk. I love being a podcast also.
You want...
I'm going to create my own.
welcome.
Or I could just be a part of this. Listen, yeah, I can never be bored. There's always something to talk about.
We're not trying to get hated.
Hate it? Listen, you're trying to get what you mean. You're not going to be hated. The truth. That's not gonna be. You're not going to be hated.
Guys, make sure you go follow our Instagram at 2 Passing Time. Go hit that like on Facebook. Go put the red button on YouTube.
Did you
2
do the
Time.
Reddit thingy?
No,
it's late.
you decided to talk.
Okay, it's fine. That's fine. 2 episodes, you know what I'm saying? We just pushing content like that, you know what I'm saying? We built like that.
Absolutely. Yeah. Justin, you're always welcome to join us.
It's King G, but okay.
We would like to have Justin.
King G, please.
You're always welcome to join us. Don't feel shy. You are welcome. If you ever feel lonely, hit us up. We'll be happy to have you back.
I'm a lonely man. I don't hit up people. I just show up. I don't really like that texting stuff. It's
Okay. Well,
so yeah. Nah.
Change it.
anyway, guys, 2 Passing Time out.
All right, boys.